Welcome back to another episode in the series of 1,000 Evidences for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This one, number 157, is about the Book of Mormon as a miracle. The Book of Mormon itself is one of the greatest evidences that Joseph Smith was a prophet of God and that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is true. The Book of Mormon was translated in a day when there were no modern conveniences such as electric lights or heating and cooling systems. There was no computers, no word processors, no copy machines to make the job easier. Libraries of that day had only limited information and were few and far between. There were no county libraries, perhaps a library in a big city, or attached to a university. There was less time to write in those days when there were many chores that had to be done without the modern conveniences that we enjoy today. Yet the book was completed in a matter of a few months, hardly more than 75 days, and probably less. See John W. Welch. Was there a library in Harmony, Pennsylvania? Foundation for American Research and Mormon Studies, update, number 92, January 1994, page 2. And another source, how long did it take Joseph Smith to translate the Book of Mormon? Insights, an Ancient Window from Farms, February 1985, or 86. Little or no scientific exploration and research had been conducted in the Americas prior to the publication of the Book of Mormon. That's according to V.W. von Hagen. He writes, "It was a simple bibliographic fact in 1829 that there was no literature available to the American reader on the ancient American civilizations. Actually, before one could attempt literary research on these pre-Columbian civilizations, one would have to create an entire manuscript library." That's according to Victor Wolfgang van Hagen, Maya explorer, John Lloyd Stevens and the Lost Cities of Central America and Yucatan, University of Oklahoma Press, 1947, page 78. This is cited in Franklin S. Harris, Book of Mormon Message and Evidences, 1961, page 60. Elder L. Tom Perry made the following observation in translating the biblical books of Moses from Hebrew to Greek, page 72. Men were called to perform the labor. Their project required 72 days or 5,184 man days. Jerome was commissioned by the Pope to translate the Bible from Hebrew to Latin. He worked on the project for 23 years, or 8,395 days. In the commission given by King James to translate the English version of the Bible from several other translations to what the king hoped would be the perfect English version, he selected 54 men who worked on the project for 4 years, or 78,000 man days. Now, contrast that to the translation of the Book of Mormon, which, for all intents and purposes, started on 7th of April, 1829, and was completed by the 30th of June, 1829. 2 men working 85 days or 170 man days. It was truly a miracle. It could only have been done under the direction of the Lord. This great book is one tangible evidence that we have of the call of the prophet Joseph Smith to bring about the long-awaited restoration of the gospel of Jesus Christ and again establish the Lord's church on the earth. That's according to L. Tom Perry, by the hands of his prophets, an article in the Ensign, August 1998, page 50. In 1851, the editors of the Harper's Magazine wrote the following about the Book of Mormon. We do not hesitate to say it. Joe Smith, or whoever was its author, has made a book superior to that of Arabian prophet Muhammad, deeper in its philosophy, purer in its mortality, and far more original. See the editor's table, Harper's New Monthly Magazine, 1851, Volume 3, page 701. After the Book of Mormon was presented to the world, skeptics waited for the scientific world to prove it false. Instead, time has shown that the book to be accurate and authentic. It would have been impossible for even the cleverest deceiver to guess with such extreme accuracy, with such continued consistency down to the minutest details throughout the entire volume. In the fields of science, a theory which asserts more and thus takes greater risks is better testable than a theory which asserts very little. Even if some source material might have been in existence, Joseph Smith had no time to search for it due to his responsibilities to provide the necessities of life in those rigorous frontier times. See Carl R. Popper, Science, Problems, Aims, and Responsibilities. Federation Report, American Societies for Experimental Biology, 1963, Volume 22, page 963. The best explanation for the origin of the Book of Mormon is the one given by its translator, Joseph Smith, that it was written by ancient American prophets who were inspired by God and translated through the gift and power of God. Truly, it is a great miracle. No wonder the critics get frustrated in their desperate efforts to try to produce any logical explanation for the existence of the Book of Mormon. We have much more to discuss in upcoming episodes. Don't miss any of them, and remember, call, don't fall. Call on the God of truth and light. Don't fall for the father of lies and darkness.